All right, week 6. It is, believe it or not, like a third of the way through the semester, so we are moving on. Real quick, before we go into this week, you had a couple exams last week. So let's talk about those real quick. I'm actually recording this on Friday, so not everyone is done with the lab exam at the time that I'm recording this. But grades on the first lecture exam that was on Monday and Tuesday, they were actually really good. Now, it was, across the board. There were some lower grades. I'm sure people wanted to do better. There were a lot of really high grades too. So if you were in that high grade category, that's awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. So far on the lab exam, same thing. There's a few that are really low, but for the majority, most of them are pretty good grades. What you probably figured out by now is that the lab exams, because it's not multiple choice, you have to know the name and type it in. You either study and you know it and you do really well on those, or you didn't study and like you don't get to guess between A, B, C, or D and you kind of bomb it. So for both of the exams, even if you struggled on both of them, if your grade was a lot lower than you wanted it to be, the good news is we have a lot of points left. Nobody is in trouble like where you need to be panicking right now. Now you might need to make some changes to improve. So don't panic, but just do a quick self-check, see if you need to make any changes. I know on the lecture exam, because I checked like a few days before the test opened up, I went through and checked who had watched the lecture videos, and there were a lot of students. It was a lot more than I thought. I would say maybe a third of the class 3 days before the exam hadn't watched all the lecture videos. Even if you did watch it after I sent you a message and said, hey, you really need to watch these videos before the test, that's not enough time to give yourself to really make sure you really understand everything. You can't watch a whole chapter lecture and then 2 days know it all. You do have to spend some time studying it. All right. So the good news, and that's not getting like going back and getting on to you if you did that, but just the good news is that's a really easy thing you can fix. Just make sure whenever I'm posting these lectures that you're staying on task, and that way you're not going to be cramming at the last second. All right. So all that said, look at your grade right now. Sometimes you might have a lower test grade, but if you've been doing all the other work, that can really help you out. So look at your grade. If you've got any concerns, if you've got any questions, let me know. If you felt like you did everything perfectly, you studied, you did everything right, and your grade still wasn't where you wanted it to be, just send me a message and we can look at how you studied and maybe give you some tips or some advice of how you might want to change that later. All right. Okay, let's look at this week. You've got a chapter lecture for chapter 6, the integumentary system. We are finally going into organ systems. So far, we've just been talking about cells and tissues and things like that. But now the integumentary system, that is your skin system. That's going to be chapter 6. It's not terrible. It's not a really short chapter, but I don't think it's as complicated as a lot of the other chapters that we've done so far. So that's the good news. Watch that, or I think there's 4 parts. Watch all those and take notes. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. And then after you've done that, remember you've got that Learn Smart assignment that's open. That should be available now. So that's another thing I meant to say too. I went through and I looked. Remember, the Learn Smart assignments are it's a way to study, but you're getting 3 bonus points. Students who did the Learn Smart assignments, their averages were much higher than students who didn't. And I'm not saying it was perfect. I'm not saying if you did Learn Smart, you automatically did good, or if you didn't do Learn Smart, you automatically did bad. But just on average, that really did seem to make a difference. Even before I added the bonus points, it seemed to make a difference. So it's not too late to start doing that if you didn't do that earlier. Okay? So chapter 6 and then Learn Smart assignment is open. It's going to be open until October 6th because that's our next exam. That's the due date of our next exam. But go ahead and do it while it's fresh on your mind. All right. Lab now that we're done with lab exam 1, I'm starting lab exam 2 is going to be on half of the skeletal system. I've recorded a video today, and that's posted now in Blackboard. I mentioned that in this video. But what we used to do, all the instructors at Gadsden State for Biology 201 for the anatomy class, we would have 2 lab exams. Your lab midterm was all of the skeletal system, which is a big chunk of bones and bone markings, and the tissue, that all was on one test. And then you had a lab final at the end of the semester that was all of the muscles and all of the nervous system, and that was on the second test. What we've started doing, some of the instructors, and I'm trying it out this time, I've taken those 2 big tests and I'm breaking them up into 5 smaller tests. So instead of 200-point tests, you've got 5 50-point tests spread out throughout the semester. So a couple reasons that's good. Number one, it gives you more time to just kind of zero in and focus on what's going to be just on that exam, and I think you'll learn it better that way. Number two, let's say you bombed this first lab exam. It's 50 points. That's a lot, but that's a lot better than bombing a 100-point test. All right. So it gives you a chance to kind of reassess after the first exam and see if you need to change anything. All right. So I'm rambling a little bit, but lab exam 2, which is going to be in a few weeks, is on the skull and the axial skeleton. So this week we're going to look at the skull. Now, if you've ever heard like the bone song, the knee bone's connected to the leg bone and all that, skull bone is what they say in that song, and that just makes it sound like it's one thing. But your skull is made up of several different bones that are all joined together. So even though it's just the skull that we're doing this time, there's a lot of information. So what I did, you can go to the lab tab, like after this video, if you wanted to just check it out real quick. Go to the lab tab, and then there's a folder that says Lab Exam 2 material. When you click on that, it's going to have a list of all the bones and bone markings, or it's going to be at the top of that folder. There's one with room for notes. I would print that off. And then after you've got that printed off, you're going to watch click on the one that says skull. And I've got a skull lab video that I recorded where I'm taking the models that we have in our lab at Gadsden State, and I'm kind of rotating them and moving them and pointing out all the parts that you need to know. When you take the test, it's going to be pictures, like images that are not labeled, but there's going to be like numbers on different parts of the skull. And when we do later, some of the other bones too, and you're going to have to name those bones. All right. So I'll show you what it looks like on a model, and then I'm going to walk you through those pictures to make sure you know where to find everything. All right. And then also there is a PowerPoint that says bone identification or skull identification, I think is what this week says. It's just a PowerPoint with all these images that are labeled for you already. All right. So do that. I know we have not lectured on bones yet, but we need to go ahead and get started learning those. And then the only other thing you have this week is the Connect assignment number 3 is on the skull, and that is due Sunday. So definitely watch the skull video first so that you're going to be familiar with all those bones and bone markings. And then once you've done that, the Connect assignment will be a chance just to see how well you know it. Again, just a reminder, you can take the Connect assignments multiple times. So study, watch the video, and then take it. But if you didn't do as well as you wanted to, you can keep retaking it until you get 10 out of 10. All right, that's it for this week. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you shortly.